everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Georgina. So first of all, apologies, I actually have skipped a vlog out before this one simply because I've been so busy wrapping projects up and prepping for something which I'm about to explain right now. So today's vlog is going to be a little bit different than normal because I have an announcement to make. I am getting a nose job, more formally known as rhinoplasty, and I'm getting it tomorrow. It of course feels a bit scary, but also so exciting. Like, it definitely feels surreal hearing it come out my mouth. And I've also felt quite nervous to share this publicly, which I've heard quite a lot of people on this topic say. But it's honestly something I have just dreamt of having done for so many years now, like since I can remember. And it's finally happening. So this video is going to be less choppy and on the go than my usual vlogs because I'm essentially just going to be discussing this whole decision and procedure with you. So I wanted to explain why I've made this decision, why I've chosen the surgeon and the clinic I'm going with, what I'm actually having done, and then also I'll pop some links down in the description below and show you some of the things I've been gathering just to help with my recovery, to make me more comfortable and hopefully heal well and smoothly for anyone that this might be useful for. I'll also add some timestamps down in the description below in case there's any aspects you're particularly interested in that you just want to skip ahead to. So I wanted to share my rhinoplasty journey openly, from announcing it today to prepping, actually having the surgery, recovering at home, having my cast removed and revealing my new nose, and then the next few weeks after that, simply because I can't tell you how useful I have found it to watch other people's first-hand experiences through their vlogs. I just feel so much better equipped going into this, having watched other people's videos. So I just wanted to give it back in the hopes that this can help someone else, and also just to allow other people who may be considering this procedure to feel comfortable to reach out if they maybe have any questions or just want some first-hand insight. So I just hope that this can become like an open discussion and for people to know that my messages are always open. The other thing is, you know, I've always been such an open book with basically everything in life, so why stop now? It probably explains why I just have a slight pet peeve when people are super secretive about the procedures they've had done. Fair enough if you don't want to talk about it, but it's more like when they kind of lie that they haven't. I don't know. I personally don't think it's taboo or vain to want to change something about your appearance that's really bothering you, you know, because it can have such a profound impact on your life. It's not just what you see when you look in the mirror, it can impact your confidence and just, I don't know, so many things. It's so much deeper than just getting this cosmetic thing changed. As long as you're not getting super carried away, of course. And with today's beauty standards, I'm not sure if this is going to make any sense, but I feel like it's less damaging to look at someone and to know that they look the way they do through having a little help from a cosmetic procedure, rather than looking at them and thinking they've just been born that way and therefore those looks aren't achievable at all to you, if that makes any sense. Anyway, tomorrow I will be heading to 8 West Cosmetic Surgery, well actually to their Fairview location, to have this bump removed and also possibly a slight tip refinement just to balance things out. I'll come a bit closer. And I'll show you both sides because actually I feel like it may look slightly better that side. My surgeon will be Dr. Buonassisi, who is widely regarded to be North America's leading rhinoplasty surgeon. So even though I'm naturally a bit scared, or more so actually for the recovery period, I know I'm in the absolute best hands possible and I fully trust his expertise. That was so important for me, to go with a surgeon who has an amazing reputation, whose expertise I can trust fully, because after all, we're altering something on my face. Like, I feel like your nose has such a big impact on how you look. It's something people notice right away. And also, we can't forget, so your nose isn't just about aesthetics. We breathe through our noses, it aids in our immune systems, we smell through our noses, so it's so important to get this right. That's the reason Dr. Buonassisi was the first and only cosmetic surgeon I reached out to inquire about this after doing so much research online. He has over 20 years of experience performing cosmetic nasal surgery, and he just understands your nose cosmetically and functionally. And I really like his values and perspective on cosmetic procedures as well. So he believes that less is more, and that any adjustments that are made really need to consider the rest of your facial structure to really give you an end result that looks natural and fully suits you. So Dr. Buonassisi has decided on open rhinoplasty as the best option to get the results I'm after. And I have also opted to stay awake during the surgery. So I'll be having local anaesthetic rather than general anaesthetic, and also a lot of sedation. And this is simply to help with the recovery process. So this way I should feel less groggy, and I also won't need to have a breathing tube fitted. I've also had a really great experience with 8 West in general. So earlier this year, I tried lip filler for the first time. I had a little bit of Botox to help with my crow's feet, and I had microneedling. And I was so happy with the results and of the expertise and care from the staff there. So they all work closely as a team there, and they take into consideration the patient's area of concern, their skin type, their facial structure, and so on, and utilise their individual skill sets and knowledge to create a full spectrum treatment plan. They really give you the sense that you don't need to have anything done, like you're beautiful already as you are, but that if you want to, they can help you just feel and look like the best version of yourself, and therefore to feel more confident in your body. Which takes me on to why I'm getting a nose job and why I have wanted this for so long now. On a simple level, I've just never liked the way my nose looks. I can't stand this bump. And also when I smile and laugh, which thankfully is a lot, but it kind of droops down even further. I don't know if you can see it, so I need to get closer. I'm so bad at pulling a straight face. I've always had this weird thing where I don't actually associate with my nose. I know that sounds so strange, but when I see photos of myself from the side, which I try to avoid at all costs by the way, it just doesn't look like me. Like, that's not how I think of as myself. Maybe because when I'm front on, I don't mind my nose. Like, I don't think you can tell I have a bump really, although it is, so where the bump is, it actually sticks out a bit on this side. I'm not sure if that's coming up in this light. But you know, in photos, I can look straight on, or I can angle my face just slightly and it looks okay. But then when I turn to the side, it's just like, bam, a nose I just really dislike and kind of don't recognise. So it sort of feels like I'm just getting the nose I've always felt like I should have. As weird as that sounds, now I'm saying it out loud. Hello, Quentin. You always want to be on camera, don't you? He gets treats if he poses nicely for photos, and then when he sees me filming, he's such an opportunist. Do you think you deserve a treat for sneaking on here? But disliking my side profile has really lowered my confidence when turning to the side. Like, if I can feel someone looking at me from the side, oh, I just feel so self-conscious. I don't think I've ever actually mentioned this, but this is one of the many reasons I got into video. Because unlike a photo where I can angle myself or use Photoshop, I'm just turning up on here, completely unedited, getting all the unflattering angles in. You know, when I'm just holding this camera, walking along, I'm constantly up close, turning to the side, just showing up in all my glory. Like, I would never do that when it comes to photos. So it's something I wanted to make myself do to get out of my comfort zone, and I have to say I have found it really freeing, not having to like hide something about myself online, I guess. But still, when I'm editing or watching the videos, I still don't like what I see when I'm turning to the side. And that's why I'm deciding to get rhinoplasty now, 8 months before our wedding. Because it was just really saddening me that just that magic and joy and excitement of getting married was just being tainted by little worries in the back of my mind. Like, for example, when Paddy and I stand side on to everyone while we say our vows. Oh, I'm just dreading that, feeling everyone looking at my nose. I'm dreading seeing the photos or the video footage, and I just really don't like the way I look. A wedding is so special and meaningful and important, and I just want to be fully focusing on all of that amazingness and excitement rather than worrying about something, I guess, this shallow, or that other people are like, you know, I don't see a bump there, you don't need to get a nose job, but it really bothers me. I just want to feel my most confident and to look my best and just be happy. And with the wedding next summer, now's my last chance really, if I want a shot at my nose looking good and for the swelling to have gone down by then. Because actually your nose can take 12 months to heal, but by 8 months, fingers crossed, there may still be a little bit of swelling, but it shouldn't be that noticeable. Like, it should still look good. It's just if I compared a photo from like 8 months to 12 months or 8 months to 18 months or something after the procedure, you might see a tiny bit of change. But overall, touch wood, wherever there's wood, it shouldn't be like really swollen, you know. It should have mostly settled. So I was discussing with Paddy a little while ago, like, can we really justify spending this money in the lead up to our wedding when we've already got so much to pay for? And the thing is, we just came to the agreement that it would be such a shame to have rhinoplasty, say, a year after we get married, and to look back at all the photos and the videos and just to remember how I felt on the day, and to have just not had it before the wedding, and to just have my old nose in all the footage. And yeah, so investing in yourself is so important, and that's why I've made the decision for me to get this before our wedding. Okay, enough just talking at you and not showing you anything. I'm going to pop the kettle on to make myself a quick cup of tea, and then I wanted to show you some of the things that I've stocked up on to make my recovery period as smooth and as comfortable as possible. Okay, so first of all we have the basics. Basically the medication for pain, swelling and infection prevention, which 8 West have prescribed for me. So I have this strong painkiller, which looks like it's a mix of a few different things. I have an antibiotic, and then gravel to help with any nausea. The camera always tries to focus on my face. and then polysporin to dab on the sutras to help prevent infection. I have this nasal wash to spray up my nostrils. I've also been taking arnica for the past couple of days to help with bruising because I do bruise really easily. And then I'll also be taking bromelain, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, for the first few days after the surgery, and that is supposed to help with swelling. I've also got this air humidifier from Amazon. It was only about 30 Canadian dollars. I'll pop a link to it in the description below. But a lot of people online had recommended getting an air humidifier because basically I'm going to be breathing out of my mouth the whole time, so your mouth and lips can become really dry. So this helps with that, and then it also just helps to clear nasal passageways. So hopefully this will come in really handy. And I've also stocked up on my favourite lip balm because I realised I've almost run out, and that's another thing people say, is that your lips can become extra dry. And I've also just got some face wipes because I'm not going to be able to wash my face properly with water while I have my cast on. So I'm definitely going to be wanting to use these. I was also thinking about buying a wedge cushion, which is like a triangular shaped cushion to help keep me sleeping upright, but they're about $100, and my patient care manager at 8 West basically just advised that stacking pillows should be fine for that, because I'll have to sleep kind of upright for the first little while to help stop all the blood going to my nose and so to help with the swelling. But I have dug out my travel neck pillow just in case I need it to stop me sleeping on the side, because I do sleep on the side every single night, so I'm worried in the night when I'm fast asleep I'll just forget that I've had this surgery and roll onto my side, and that's something I do not want to be doing. So Paddy is going to come collect me after the surgery, and then he'll be at home with me for the rest of that day, and he'll actually be off the next day as well because it's a stat holiday here for Remembrance Day. And then I've also asked if he can work from home on Friday just in case I need him around, and then it's like at least the first 3 days and then we go into the weekend. So I just feel like I'll have some support because it's just kind of hard to know how I'll be feeling, and if I just need help with anything he can prepare a soup for me maybe. I may also set up a bed for myself in our study and just sleep in there for the first few nights because, well, not that Paddy ever does this, but I'm just worried like he may roll over in the night and accidentally bump into me, or equally maybe I'll be really restless if I've been sleeping a lot during the day. Maybe I'll be a bit restless and awake during the night and I'll just end up keeping him awake. So I feel like I may sleep in there for the first few nights. One thing I'm really excited about is that Paddy and I have actually been watching The Walking Dead from the beginning for ages because there are a lot of episodes. It's a long story why we started. But now it means we are so behind on all the latest releases that everyone's been talking about and recommending. So I have a list on my phone of so many series I can be watching and enjoying to help entertain myself while I sit on the sofa for a while. Other than that, we are about to prepare some soups and smoothies, and we'll pop those in the freezer because non-chewy foods will probably be easier for me to eat, and I also want to go and get some dairy-free ice cream. And then I'm going to lay out a comfy outfit, wash my hair tonight and try and get a good night's sleep. In a separate vlog, which I will start recording in a moment and then won't publish for a few weeks' time, I will be sharing all the behind the scenes, so everything basically about my rhinoplasty journey, just showing me at the clinic. We're not going to film the actual operation and show anything too gory, but I'll show as much as I can, as much as I would want to watch without, you know, becoming a bit squeamish, and just show me recovering from home, things I've learnt along the way. and just document it all. So I hope this has been interesting. I hope my full rhinoplasty blog will be useful for people. And I suppose that's it for now. Please let me know if you have any initial questions in the comments section below. I'll do my best to answer anything I can, and I can also loop in the experts at 8 West to answer any of your questions as well. You can also follow me on Instagram at Georgina Stokes, and I'm going to be sharing a bunch of stories, and I can also answer DMs on there as well. Thank you so much for watching. Will I have a new nose? No, I think I have one more video to upload after this one, which I filmed over the weekend, but I just haven't had time to edit it yet, so I'll upload it after this and I'll have my current nose. And then soon in my videos, hopefully I'll have a nicer nose. I'll show you one more time what we're starting with. And that's it for now. Speak to you soon. Bye.